Dark Satellite Media.
Been spending all my time on the front lines, and you know that I'm no good at goodbyes. I've got to get you on my side all the time, all night, and every night. And you know that I'm no good at staying home. Baby, I've been out dancing on my own. And yeah, I know that love can be a danger zone all the time, all night, and every night. I ain't looking for a one-night stand. What do I have to do to be your man? I gotta fight every night to prove my love. I gotta fight all night for your love.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Sometimes it doesn't work.
That's cool. Hey, welcome, Paul. Welcome back to Red River Podcast number 80, man.
I know, number 80. Wow, you do a lot.
Well, like
Awesome.
all jokes aside, like I told you, we've been around for 4 years, and when I realized that this year, and we were honestly doing them once every like 3 months because there was no pressure. I was doing If I Ruled the World so much.
It was 4 years.
Yeah. So I was
So 20 a year.
Yeah, man. No, I guess so, right?
Yeah,
I
if math works, if math is correct.
if yes, because we started strong and then we stopped and then we kept it
Yeah,
was
no, I'm just averaging.
but yeah, so like there for anyone who does a podcast now, there's really no reason not to, because it's as simple as opening up your fucking laptop,
Yeah.
sitting here for an hour and just talking. So this year I decided to take it a little more serious.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Is this the mic right here? This little...
It is.
Do I get louder like this?
Oh, beyond loud. You sound like you're in a hardcore band like that way.
Oh, those days are gone.
No more Grudge Holder?
I don't think so. I don't know. Didn't seem like it. I mean, we haven't played since the pandemic, and kind of just everyone's kind of fizzling out.
But I think you could do what we do, which is like, I'm kind of okay not playing as much, as long as you make music. So we just make music. So now it's like,
Yeah.
You could always
Our drummer's going through some stuff, so he had a death in the family, and then he sold the house and bought a house, and he's like doing life stuff. So
yeah.
I mean, it'll never be never, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait for that. When you
just has to be tension. Just has to say, "Hey, come to New York." Okay.
Yeah. Well, that ball's already moving, man. Joe is Joe. Yeah, Joe's like a teenager again.
He just played in North Carolina.
Yeah.
They were like, "Dude, you guys should play." I'm like, "Oh, we're not nowhere near that." If there was no pandemic and we were still rolling, we would definitely have done it, but not now.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like things are slowly opening up, but like not enough to be like, yeah, we're gonna go down there, we're gonna hang out,
rehearse. I just got my second vaccine today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I always got fucking what's his name on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, who? Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Yeah. Did I send you that picture?
No.
Oh, it's good. I'll send you the picture.
It's just like the funniest excuse to not get vaccinated, because Bill Gates is injecting us with what? I mean, with advertising.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like whenever you forget your phone at home, this way he could totally keep track of you.
Yes. It's like hating Big Brother is like, don't murder anyone, you're fine. And all you have to do to avoid everything else is don't buy anything.
Yeah. But I think it's just people get hung up. Like some people feel like it's like the 1700s and they're like, whistling Yankee Doodle Dandy. And I'm like, yo, this ain't even like about that life anymore. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Jesus Christ.
like who would have seen a pandemic? Like, I think we all got caught with our pants down.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm like sitting here, like before we started talking, and I'm like watching the news and I'm thinking like, they're talking about kids and like going back to school and like how I'm just thinking like, yo, what a fucking mess the last like, I don't know, 14 months has been, man.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's crazy.
everything is on fucking pause.
Yep.
And I'm just like, holy shit. I'm like, just get vaccinated. Let's just go back to normal.
Yeah, I just want everyone to get vaccinated so we can get back to normal.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like, oh, I never was terrified of COVID. I know it kills people and that sucks.
Yeah, neither.
I got it. I mean, I had it and it was fine. I was a little sleepy.
Were you? Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I had it in December. And
you're
Dana
right.
made me Dana made me what do you call it? Quarantine in the basement.
That's right.
10 days. I just hung out in the basement and watched TV and messed with my camera equipment.
Yes, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I remember how you got it too. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
But
somehow she didn't get it, which tells me she's on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah. She's handling the Bill Gates dirty work.
She is.
But so okay, let's talk about the last time you were on, we were talking about just like the beginning of the movie and how you got Old 37 started. A lot has happened in that time. Big Picture is still going strong, right? So like you
stronger
guys
than ever.
Yeah, right. Tell me,
crazy.
Tell me like what's been going on.
Just nothing. I mean, we're completely like peaked out we're busy as hell.
Yeah,
bands. We had a huge dip when COVID happened, but then it picked right back up like 2 months later because all our artists were like, well, we're just going to write and record more. So magazines still need content. Bands still need to release music and somehow make money, and we need to connect them. So it was okay. We lost a lot of tours and festivals, but
yeah. And how
slowly coming back.
So like, how has like working remote been? Because I know you guys.
We have been since we moved back to Mass.
Exactly. Yeah. But then also because the
girls love it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. We actually just got a WeWork space, so now we have floater accounts for all the girls, so they can go work in the office globally wherever they want.
And you opened up was it like a California, LA office too, or something?
Yep.
Or
yeah, one of our staff, one of like Dina's assistant, Katie, who was her assistant forever and is now like in charge of business development and new business. And she is now, she's just going up through the ranks, and she wanted to go back to where her family, she's from California. So she went there, and we're like, yeah, let's do this.
Do you guys miss Cali at all? I know you lived out
there. Yeah, I miss it a lot. I didn't really want to go. That can looks so little in your big, gigantic King Kong hand.
Hold on a second. This is a little can.
Thank God. I was like, what am I? My eyes were weird every time you took a sip of that. I was like, man, he's a beast.
No, this is yeah, I'm a gigantic beast.
Big, strong hands.
This is a little miniature polar. They make these like little specific ones.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, because like the regular can of polars, like I only take like 4 or 5 sips because they're so like carbonated that they're really hard to drink that much. Mm-hmm. So these are perfect, like just enough. Going I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, you missing California?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I just loved it. I love movies and TV, and I mean, I could drive by the Brady Bunch house or the Nightmare on Elm Street house or the Pee Wee Herman. Stupid shit like that is what makes me happy.
Yeah, no, you're right, because it reminds me. Like anything like that, like what we love, you know, like
we love it so much.
We love it. Yeah.
I drive by George Burns Avenue downtown, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that most people don't get, but
right,
know,
yeah.
And we, I've never made it out there, man.
Sorry, your parents loved you.
Yeah. So sorry, your parents
you weren't raised by a television.
Yeah, they paid attention to you, and it wasn't like, me and your mom are young, and we're gonna go here. You watch TV.
They were working 2 to 3 jobs,
and we could watch whatever we wanted. Right?
I know, it's the best. HBO.
Yeah, right. I remember. Do you remember like?
I still get the chills when I hear that song. Oh, it's the best. I love the big full one. It's awesome.
Yes. But I remember like that, and I also remember just like like back when VHS tapes cost like $100, like
to buy them, yeah.
Yeah, but like I would sit there and like we would have this gigantic TV in Queens, and I had the VHS, and I could watch whatever. I would watch like Year of the Dragon with Mickey Rourke. I was like 7. I had no idea what the fuck I was watching.
I know. They let you pick out anything at the movie
anything
at the video store.
Yeah, totally.
Like Extra. I rented Extra when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and there's like boobs in it and weird murders, and it's like super just weird.
Yeah.
So many of them. So much nudity.
Well, the bigger the box, I remember like when we would go to like the video store, like for some reason, like I remember like Gorgon Video or like anything that had like the most ridiculous box. That's what we wanted to get.
Definitely.
And like no one, like my parents were so absentee because like my dad was 23, my mom was 21.
Yeah.
That they were like, right, when you think of like how young that is.
Yeah.
Like they were probably
my mother was 16 and my dad was. They were 16 and 20 when they had me.
Okay, wow. Yeah, you win. All right.
Yeah. Bill Toddy's was 15.
Oh wow. Shout out to Bill.
He wins. He wins. He always wins.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, just picture like at 15, like you're looking at your kid going like, I guess you're kind of cool, but I want to go like
I want to do stuff.
I want to go on the go-karts.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, growing up and it's, being so involved with that, and now to watch you in particular, kind of like parlay it, big picture is pretty cool. You get to be involved with music. Obviously, you come from hardcore and punk roots, which is different from some of the stuff that you do, but it's still like it's still a trip, like you're involved with some cool bands. And also what I wanted to talk to you about was something brand new that you started called Volta. So like yo, fill me in, because that shit sound like you were posting videos and like I had no idea what it was, and I was like, what is this guy up to over there?
And I know we haven't made any like official announcement yet or anything, because we're still like the site's still in like beta,
Yeah. Well, Facebook knows,
like,
and your parents are happy.
Yeah, exactly. But it is a live streaming like end to end, because a lot of the companies, they don't do production. They just do like mandolin and Veep. So a lot of them, they just do the stream. They don't really like show up with cameras and shit. So we got the camera and the decks and the fucking switchers and multiplexers. And we joined up with this company in Paris, and they have this technology that lets you, so we shoot 6 cameras and you can watch them all simultaneously, perfectly synced, 0 latency. And you can also like tap on them and bam, I'm watching the drummer, I'm watching the guitar. So you can just swipe through and pretty much direct it how you want. You can just like watch that guitarist during a solo, or you can watch all 6, or you can put it on the director's cut, like a traditional live stream. It's a director like being like camera A, camera B, camera C. You can watch that if you want to, with like the transitions and stuff, or you can just like you could watch a drummer for the whole show.
Yeah.
So we're putting that site together, and we're shooting Dinosaur Jr. on May 1st, and that's going to be their live stream, a regular live stream.
Okay.
Regular live stream, but we're taking all the content and we're like making deals with like their management company to like get archive footage from all kinds of different bands, so we can have a subscription plan base, and you could just go on there and watch shows and swipe through cameras for like classic shows, like we could go to any Fish or Gwar or anyone, and if they had like 4 cameras on a live show, you could be swiping through and watching whatever. You could watch the audience get covered in blood instead of like the director might be having you look at the wide shot, So there's a lot of applications we're like looking into for it.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's kind of like a very futuristic thing. So, I mean, I'm a big Dinosaur Jr. fan. I know I told you, I'm like that's like one of our bands, man, growing up. So like, how'd you end up hooking up with them?
So this is, really cool. I guess they're up and coming, but they've been around for a bit. A band around here called Ripe. And they're like a funk band with like trombone and a trumpet. Like they're pretty good. You know, they're awesome. But they had us do their live stream, and it was at the Sinclair in Cambridge in Boston.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and like Bowery Boston like was running it, and they liked what we did, and
Okay,
they were
cool.
like, "Oh, you should do the Dinosaur Junior show." I'm like, "Okay." So we talked to management. Funny enough, we literally Big Picture is working with. They're called Sevens Management, and they were the Colorado office of Red Light at one point, and they just like branched off. But I'm like, "Yeah, we're literally working with you right now on 2 or 3 artists. Like we're working with them." She's like, "Oh, that's awesome." So and she really loved the idea of um, the archive footage. She's like, "We're sitting on a ton of footage. It just sits in drives, and that's money that's just sitting there, not being, monetized
Yeah,
product."
and with this planet online,
Yeah,
if you could figure out how to monetize anything, that's a good thing considering that for the most part, everyone thinks they get shit for free.
right. Exactly. So
Yeah.
we're going to try to set it up subscription based, and we're still going to do live streams like one offs where you know ticket sales. The right thing there wasn't ticket sales, but like I think Dinosaur Jr. has ticket sales, but we're not part of that part of it. But when we put on shows with bands when we're putting on the show ourselves, we'll do ticket sales and stuff like that. We're gonna start shooting commercials, like spec commercials for potential like brand partners. So it'd be like think about like a car commercial, and all 6 cameras are going at the same time, so you can like swipe outside the car, inside the car, check out the drone, and it's one commercial, it's one audio track, and you instead of seeing what they want you to see, you can just stare at the dashboard and be like, "Oh, that's really cool," for the whole commercial. You could watch the drone shot for the whole commercial. You can watch, just kind of put it so like anytime you're on our platform, you're able to do that, be it a commercial or video or music.
Yeah.
Thinking golf tournaments
Yeah, I
where
mean, sky's the limit, basically.
yeah, you want to watch one golfer for the whole day. There's your camera guy.
Yeah. Are
You
you
stay on that one.
are you rubbing something on that mic?
Oh my god, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm fidgety.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, like, it seems like an
I was
idea.
almost gonna come too, but it's fine.
What? Yeah. Oh yeah. But I love watching stuff like this take off from the beginning. The fact that you're at the ground level of something really cool. I'm pretty excited for you. So
Thanks.
I can't imagine that it's not gonna work. I've done like the 2 live streams. Like I watched Get Up Kids one, and I watched Baroness. And it's fun, man. It's at the time, it's all we had to do.
I
And
know.
when you could just kind of open up your laptop and be like, hey, we're gonna play, this album, and you just sit there on like, a fucking Wednesday night and watch it for an hour, it's pretty cool. You put on your headphones. So I think sky's the limit with that stuff, but also
For sure.
like you said, as far as like commercials and all that other stuff. And so do you shoot just in one location?
No. I
No,
mean,
you
we
go
did that one
everywhere.
at this. Yeah, we did that one at the Sinclair. And the
Okay.
guys that I am working with, the other founders, are already have a streaming company that streams like. There's this venue here called Soundcheck. It's in Pembroke, just south of Boston. So they've done over 50 live streams during the pandemic because this
Okay.
venue has outdoor stage. So they all the way until it got freezing, all the way, and they just started them in April. So I've been out there with them this past April. It was like freezing while we're shooting these shows, but like they sell out. It's like 75 tickets, tables, all, separated or whatever, masks, all that.
Does it ever like, because I know where we come from, does it ever really feel like work though?
No, no, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
it's super cool.
whatever, yeah,
No, I love it so
yeah.
much.
Now also I know that you were working on some like kind of like what was going on with that script with the organs?
Organs? Yeah, I'm actually going in May, the end of May, to Detroit to shoot a teaser for it.
Okay, yeah. Tell me
So
about it.
so it's called Boil, and it's about two. I wrote it with these other guys. They had written it, and then I came in and like, I fixed it up and added stuff, and it took me like 2 years. It's about two cops in Detroit. One's kind of a stiff. One's kind of just like the local, like his dad is a his dad is a gold medal uh Olympic winning rower, which the director's dad really is. Like, this is like I kind of used him as like the template. But anyway, it's about two Detroit cops in there just trying to bust this organ ring, and they're using mules, and they're filling them with, not with drugs, they're like balloons full of sand. So when they get here, they have no IDs, no one knows them, and then they just gut them and sell their organs on the black market. And it's just it's like a lot of that, a little corruption, a little backstabby shit.
Who are these two guys that you were working with?
For On Boil, one guy is Scott McKinley. He was the he directed Creep Van.
Oh yeah.
My truck calls him, when he calls it, Scott Creepfin.
Yes.
And his buddy Jim Bartu, who writes with him and produces with him.
Okay,
and he's
cool.
like a DIT for Lionsgate, so he's the data like guy for all Lionsgate movies. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but what's crazy is we're shooting that teaser, and he can't find the guy to play like the scrappy, super evil bad guy who's like trying to take over the whole thing. So he cast me in it. So I'm literally about to become an actor.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed.
Really?
I had to send him a test shoot.
Yeah,
I didn't have to. He's like, no, you're it. No. Because he's like, oh, that guy backed out. And I'm like, ugh. I should just do it. He goes, whoa. Yes. And then I can't talk him out of it now. So
holy shit. That's fucking great.
But I videoed myself doing some stuff, and I'm like, my accent is brutal. Like, I'm in Detroit, and I'm like, get your fucking, like, my voice is so stupid.
Like Bill Burr.
Yeah, it literally sounds just like Bill Burr trying to be a Detroit cop. But I guess I could be a transplant now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, my character isn't a cop. He's just a scumbag.
Wow,
he's just a criminal.
So, like, tell me, like, the process. Like, all right, so you have this idea again. Does it seem like it's going smoother than the old 37 stuff? Like, do you feel like this is going to get made quicker? Like, because I know making movies is so fucking hard.
Well, I mean, I feel like it could, because I have way more connections within the industry for making old 37, and I'm making it with another two people that are already in the industry, and they're out in LA.
Yeah.
And successful, where we came at it, none of us had done anything really, a couple of little one-off things here and there. So I think it's cool. I think it should get made. I mean, he's dropping a ton of money into the teaser, so he's pretty jazzed about that.
Man, it's amazing. Like, anytime I watch, it's like anything. Like, you make these movies, and like I just watched, like, did we talk about the movie Harpoon?
Yeah, I love that movie. I mean, we talked about it maybe back when it
came out like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Like, you see a movie like that I thought was so good.
It was awesome.
No one's heard of it. No one watches it. And I'm thinking, like, it's just so, you put in so much time into something that you want people to watch, so I'm man, I can't wait.
Think about it like the music that we all do.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in Grudgeville for like 25 years, but have made like $25 and 25 fans.
$25. Holy shit, you guys are showing off.
Yeah. But it's like, I know it's a lot more to make a movie, but
yeah, like, you like, a 90-second hardcore song we could write, right? Like, me and you could write that right now.
We could write one.
We could, then put in all that time. But I can't wait, like, for you to have a second movie under your belt would be really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like by 2022 you might be like Russell Simmons, like everything that
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna start my own comedy
Yeah.
show and everything. It's gonna be the
Yeah, yeah.
best.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. The
The
deaf
Deaf
Paul,
Comedy Jam. Oh,
or
it's the
maybe
best.
the bald Paul
The
comedy
bald
jam.
guy special.
um,
Angry White Dads Jam.
yes, exactly. The New Balance comedy
All
jam.
I know now is Angry White Dads. Only people I know.
And then that brings us to another thing that we talking about. I want to kind of go through. We talk, we text, and you mentioned something about a production company. And I think that's pretty fucking cool. I feel like
Yeah,
for
it's time.
for someone in your position, like that's. Tell me exactly, just for anyone listening, what a production company does, basically.
Well, so I mean, I write a lot of stuff. I have tons of scripts all over the place in various amounts of completion or whatever. Um, they just make the movie. Like I don't want to be like, oh, I hope someone makes my movie. Like I want to make the movie. Like I've been buying gear and buying equipment and just like building up. And I'm also a production partner for this workout class. Who they use all alternative like Warped Tour bands for their workouts. And we had met them and they met us, and like they got Kevin Lyman involved from Warped Tour. So I did a live stream with them with state champs, and where they work out, and I just cut the video together and we did a live stream on Weeks. So like I'm getting money from them, and I'm trying to build up my production company. So like then I can just go make a short,
Yeah, yeah.
because you can make a short, and then if you can make a feature if you shoot fucking 6 weekends in a row. You can make a feature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And it's
If
funny.
you can take 50 grand and make a feature, you have the potential to like double or triple your money on even small. I don't need to make hundreds of millions.
No, but you're right. It's funny that you mentioned shorts too, because like there were a certain, like I saw the movie Excision. Excision was
yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you know that movie?
Yeah, I seen it at Sundance, and I met her.
Fucking Alyssa McCord or something like
Yeah.
that. Yo, that short was bugged out, and then I saw the movie.
Crazy.
Right? Isn't that movie?
Oh, I never seen the short. I said
it's basically the same thing, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm realizing. I'm talking to that girl.
Same with what?
I'm talking to that girl, Bria Grant. She
Oh, yeah.
So she's in a movie called The Stylist, and the same thing. There was like a short, and then the short got made into a movie. So I
That's
guess
the best thing to do, because it shows people you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Which is what we're doing with this Boyle teaser.
Yeah.
Like he's dropping like 20 grand into it.
20 grand. Woo.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, do I get paid?
Yeah. No. You're just the scumbag. You're the scumbag villain.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be like, out of everything that you told me, I really think a production company, like if that kicks off, like that's amazing. Like that's like all the facets of like, it's a way to basically be creative on so many different levels,
Yeah, for sure.
And that's like super exciting.
Yeah, and I like do videos. I just finished it. I didn't finish a video. I shot a video a few weeks ago. And it was friggin' awesome. We had a little, like this award-winning 8-year-old dancer from Utah fly out and dance with, it's like Angels and Demons is a song. Just dancing around this abandoned house that my uncle's friend owned. And then we shot at like this venue here in Plymouth. There used to be a church. So sick. Came out so great. I'm like still editing now, but it's awesome. Yeah. It's cool to be able to do your own shit,
Yeah, it always is, for sure. Like anything, even just recently, like for our band, like the thing I sent you.
Yeah.
It was in-house. Like our keyboard player just filmed us recording.
What? It looked really good.
Yeah, right. He did.
Was it iPhone?
No, he did. I think he used a GoPro.
Oh wow. No, it looked really good.
But I think he might have mixed the iPhone and GoPro. But he's like, yeah, I'm just going to take some footage, and we picked a song, and then he put it all together. And I was like, oh, well, to be honest with you, we could make this the first video,
Exactly.
Because we were like, let's just do something in-house, because we You know what it is, Neil? Shout out to Neil Rubenstein. He's on tour right now, and like
he did your other videos.
So yeah, so like he just he broke his leg, and he's a comedian.
Ugh.
So once he healed up and he was able to get his vaccines and go back on the road, like now he's like on a comedy tour that's like 3 months long. Like he's
Where?
out. Yeah, I don't know.
In Florida and Texas. They just go back and forth.
He just goes, yeah. he's going. I don't know. I saw his itinerary and I forgot, but it was pretty long. It might have been like a month and a half. So
That's
it just turned out where I was like, shit, we need a video, and he's leaving. So, and then Jason sent us the video that we made by mistake, and I'm like, this will be the video.
I would use that for sure. Yeah.
Right? It just looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we'll do another one. But my point is it's a lot of fun to do things in-house, even like this podcast stuff. It's like I'm so micromanaging like everything, like all this stuff. It's like I could never give it to someone to edit. I could never give it to someone to record. Like I have to fucking do everything. The band and all that other stuff. But
it's fun. It's cool. I mean, I love it too.
Yeah.
I'm always like, dude, I gotta get recording software for music. And I'm like, no, I can't get into music. I cannot. I don't have the time.
Yeah, you got to solo.
But I get inspired when I hear shit.
Like,
no, I can't though. I won't. I can't. I don't have time.
What was the last thing that inspired you?
Well, like my friend Reed sent a group text to all us guys, like Grudge Older guys. It was Bolt Thrower.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it was insane.
You were like, I need to get
it was so heavy and insane. I was like, this is insane. I love this.
Oh, so you never heard Bolt Thrower before that?
No, I heard Bolt Thrower, but I think it was I don't know if it was a new song or nothing. I never heard it before.
Yeah.
I was like, that is badass.
That is what I think musicians or people that make art in any way, like that's the best feeling, man. It's like I love I love listening to like other bands, like local bands or whoever, because it's like I'll hit play and I'm like, yo, that's so good. And it's just like it makes me want to be like, yo, I like it makes me like cross out whatever I was writing and be like, nah, I gotta do something better, I'm like, I gotta get in there.
Exactly.
And then same thing with like when people, man, like a lot of good shit, man. Like I'm enjoying this season of Creepshow. Like, have you been watching it?
Yeah, I just watched the latest one the other 2 nights ago.
I didn't watch.
Dana was in New York, so it was just guy time.
Yeah,
like Creepshow.
I didn't watch the new one because it had Barbara Crampton and
not the. Okay. I watched the third one, the outer space one.
Yes, that's the one Joe Lynch did. Joe Lynch, shout out to Long Island Joe Lynch. But this new one has Barbara Crampton and Denise Crosby, who I haven't seen in forever. She was in
who's that?
You know her,
the girl from the Comet one?
No,
Night of the Comet?
No, she was in Pet Sematary. She was the mom.
Oh, the mom?
With the short hair. Yeah, right. She was in Miracle Mile. So I like what Greg Nicotero is doing. I like
it's cool.
Yeah, and he involves like other people. Like I mean, just the cast always has like one random person. But yeah,
they get good cast. The cast is good. They get good people.
I really love it. I thought it was great. There was a lot of cool Easter eggs. But so much good stuff, man. Out like I was watching them on Amazon. Like I think we're buried under content. Like right?
Yeah, and no one's seen Harpoon.
It's just like unreal, and like I feel like every day, like the other day I was looking through the Arrow, like there's an Arrow app. Have you even heard of that?
Arrow?
Yeah.
No.
It's basically like man, it's got a bunch of cool shit on there, but I'm like looking.
What do you mean? What's like, on it? A movie app?
Yeah, it's a movie app. So it's like a Shudder or like Amazon. So I'm like going through it, and it's got like Takeshi Mike and
nice.
all these like just the most random fucking movies. And I feel like every app that comes out, they just outdo the one before. So this is like Shudder, but like better. So now I'm looking at like my Paramount.
Oh wow, it's called Arrow. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at like my Paramount Plus or like my
Do you get that?
Yeah, I have all.
I did not get Paramount. I'm like, I can't.
Right? That's what I'm saying. But I
And I'm
got it.
tapped out.
I got AMC. I have everything. But like now that the Real World is over, because that's why I got it.
You got for what?
For the Real World.
Oh, how was that?
It was all right. So I'll be honest. It's a lot of fun to basically snort lines of nostalgia.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a big fan of that. I love that first Real World. I don't really understand the point of man, how do I say this without, ruining your brand? It was like just it was a little too much of a woke fest for me. Um
Ugh.
I feel like they made that guy Kevin and that girl Rebecca fight.
Oh, that's
Yeah, so I'm like, this is not why I tuned in, and
right. For
like
drama.
yeah, like
Just go and talk about the old days and how cool it was.
it was 6 episodes, right? So it's like, why are you wasting your time having these people argue?
Drama. That's so old school. That's
I
so
know.
2005. Just like stupid.
Yeah, but it was still fun to watch. And Paramount also had I thought the second season of Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone, I thought that was a really good season. They had a really
Yeah, I watched the comedian one.
no, that was the first season. There was a season after.
Twilight Zone? Yeah, I only seen 2 episodes.
Yeah. The second season, I feel like overall
is it on HBO Max as well?
No, it's just up on Paramount Plus right now.
Oh, Twilight Zone is?
Yeah.
Where did I see it?
You saw it on CBS All Access, but that turned into Paramount Plus.
No, I watch it on is it on Amazon maybe?
Maybe you rented it, I don't know.
No, I didn't rent it. I just watched it.
Yeah, Twilight Zone is only exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Oh.
But it had the comedian and all that other shit, so for sure. But yeah, man. And you know what else too? I went back to the theater. When was the last time you did that?
No, you did? How was it?
It was fucking great. I saw Nobody, the Bob Odenkirk movie.
Oh, the one where it's like an action movie?
Yeah.
That's awesome. How was it?
Yeah, it was great. But you know what it is? I love going to the movies. I miss it, and there was like no one there. So we went, I got the popcorn, all that other shit. We watched it. The movie is great. And just recently I went, the second time back to the theater was like a little bit more depressing because there was like nobody there. And me and my girlfriend got up to like the ticket guy, and we're like, yo, is Mortal Kombat coming out Friday? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like,
oh man,
wait, what? I'm like, I'm
get out of here.
Yeah, my bad. Like, it was just like the weirdest conversation. Like, I'm like, yeah, I could look at my phone, but I'm thinking like, shouldn't you know that? But it was
on
just
HBO Max.
Yes, it's being
April
released
23rd.
Yeah, it's being released in the theaters and HBO Max. But then this time I went to go see the movie In the Earth. Do you know Ben Wheatley?
No.
Yeah, so he's like a British director. He made the movie Kill List. He's doing the Meg sequel, which was that Jason Statham.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah,
just when the little girl's just like sitting there and it's right behind her.
Yeah, it's like dumb, but it was like fun to watch in the theaters. So this movie was
I watched it on Amazon.
Did you? That's strange.
Season 1. It says buy episode 1, which I didn't buy it. Maybe it was free. Sorry, now I'm baffled. I'll just get into that.
Yeah, you know you're old when you have no idea that you're buying shit online. But
and also it wasn't Bolt Thrower, it was Memoriam.
Okay, yeah,
because a dude from Bolt Thrower. It's a dude from Bolt Thrower's new band.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like,
this is. Dude, he wrote that this is it fills the bolt thrower size hole in my heart. So I'm just like going 100 miles an hour, and I was just like, I just hit play, and I'm like, holy shit, that was awesome. I just assumed it was bolt thrower.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess pretty much that's it. I just wanted to touch base with you, talk some shit, talk about Volta, talk about your production company. Which you don't.
Oh wait, the funniest thing I remember I was telling you.
You know the name.
So Dana started a management company, and she's managing this band called Felicity. and her company is called Brightly.
What is it?
Brightly.
Brightly. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's a really cool name. And I'm like trying to think of production name. She's like Travers Productions. I'm like, no, I don't want my name on it for some
No,
reason.
yeah.
No. I just want it to be something cool,
Yeah.
And so
Travers
I was
Productions.
like, yeah. So I came up with Darkly. She's like, what?
Yes.
I was like, yeah, you're Brightly, I'm Darkly. It makes sense because I'm dark,
Yes.
Like I want to do. She goes, that's my thing, dude. She is so mad. And then when we were just at dinner and I was texting you, I'm like, oh, he wants to know my production company name or whatever. And I was like, and I thought about Clean Brain Productions because of the MS and just blah blah blah. But I was like, I don't like that because I have to explain it, and it sounds like a fucking it sounds like a health food company. Clean Brain.
Yeah. No, I like Darkly. I like Darkly compared to like Bright. It just makes sense.
Yeah. And so I'm like, yep, Darkly. She's like, no, you sent it. Once I send it to you, it's it.
Oh yeah, me. Like
you're signed, sealed, and delivered. Sam put it out. It's done.
That's it. Yeah, it's on the Red River airwaves.
She's a music management company, and I'm making videos and movies.
Yeah.
I think I could be Darkly. They're not the same thing. And it's just funny because we're so opposite, me and her. She's Brightly and I'm Darkly.
She is very Brightly for sure. So that definitely, and you're very
and I'm
Darkly. Yeah.
I'm Darkly.
Yeah, just do that. Just DOCK. Yeah, Darkly.
Yeah. DAHKLY.
Yeah. All right, cool. I guess that's basically it, really. Nothing more to say.
Tight. That's a tight interview right there.
That's a tight interview, and
whatever. There's no fat to trim there.
Yo, that mic is killing me right now.
Oh, I'm spinning it.
I'm gonna have to like suck all that noise out of the fucking. I'm just like listening. It sounds like you got a mouse chewing on like the cable. I'm like, what is going on?
This whole time since the first time you said it, I've been holding it perfectly still in my hand. But just then I started whipping it all around.
Holy shit. Cool, fun. Man. Well, listen, I wish you all the success in the world as usual.
Yeah, hopefully we can do a Playing Dead Volta.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
You can have your own tab on there with all your jams. We'll come down and shoot you guys.
Yo, Paul.
Okay.
It was nice talking to you. Looking forward to everything that you're doing. And that's it, man, right?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Sam.
Cool.